Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Harshita, and I'm an actor. And thank you for the beautiful scene that you just played from the promotions. So I'm going to start with what I want to really convey, which has been in my mind. And I thought it would be the best platform to talk about this. So I want to talk about the power of being in the middle. So let me start by asking, have you guys ever felt that you're stuck somewhere in the middle? I mean, um, maybe you're this person also and you're that person also. You're this side also and you're a little bit that side also. I'm not talking about being confused between two things. So confusion is separate and being stuck in the middle is separate. So let me define what I really mean by being in the middle. um, it comes from your conflicting personality traits, either by that or by the premise you are in, maybe your surroundings or something like that. So, like I remember in college, while growing up, I would want to be part of the group who are like extroverts talking about what you're wearing and fashion and this and that. But somewhere I was also that person who would want to be part of the groups who talk about, you know, politics or what's happening around the world and all of that. So I've always found myself like my circle was always like, this or that. And I realized this actually when I started my career on the work front. I remember when I started my career, and I luckily got the first show easily and I started working. But when I was facing a dip in my career, and then this feeling became even more profound because everyone would call me. So I was not pretty enough for the roles that required somebody who's like really pretty and conventionally. And when I talk about pretty, I really mean conventional pretty girl, which 99% of the people will say she's pretty. I'm not talking about our own definitions of being pretty because all of us are in our own ways, but I'm really talking about the conventional terms. And where they would require somebody who's more from a rural setup and who's from, more relatable face, there I would be like pretty enough for them. So then somebody told me, you're somewhere in the middle. You're not too glamorous and you're not like not glamorous. So I'm like, what do I do about this? Like, thanks for the information, but now what? Then I always found myself in the height also. Like I was like, I'm just in the middle, not too short or low or tall. And then also from the fact that I come from a family of doctors, so I always felt that if I was like too rich and from an affluent family, I would have like too many resources, and then I could just in the back of my head there'll be resources so that I can just go and explore things and do that. Or otherwise, if probably if I had fled from home and my parent, I did not have the support, and I was that sort of a hustler who's like, they don't fear losing anything. That somewhere also, then I found myself being stuck somewhere in the middle. And because I was not getting the kind of work that I wanted to do, it just took a toll on me. And thankfully, then I found myself soon enough like in a workshop by Mr. Atul Mongia. And though we did not talk about this problem in about this, but what we talked about, what he taught me was, if you change your mindset towards something. See, external stimuli you can't change because externals, anything is not in your control. So everything that's happening outside your mind and body is cannot be controlled by you. So it in turns um, shapes the way that we think. But how about if we change our perception towards a particular situation? And that's in I mean, he used to quote it like, change manosthiti, change karo paristhiti nahi, which means change your mindset and don't try to change the situation because you can't. So then what happened, I actually thought that, okay, if I'm stuck in the middle, why not take it as an advantage? You know, if I'm not too glamorous, okay, then I can probably, for songs, a role like that, I can probably prepare myself. I can look in a certain way, I can dress in a certain way, and then I can work on myself and look like that. Or if I have to be someone from a rural setup, then again I can work on myself and look like that. And that's what happened. The moment I changed my mindset, it started working for me. Obviously, it didn't change my situation, but it just gave me a better control over situations and how to handle them. So I did Mirzapur, and I, in fact, remember my writer seeing me for the first time, and he said that I don't know if I can still see you as Dimpy, but of course he worked on me, and then he thought that I can. Um, and then, of course, I've not done a too glamorous role yet, but then I did Happily, and then the kind of work that I get today also, the calls I get, there are roles that, you know, they can picture me as somebody who's glamorous and they can put me there. So I think why I call it the power of being in the middle is because I think somewhere when you're stuck in the middle, your brain actually has frequencies parallel to both ends, and then you can hypothetically be in those situations and evaluate your options and do the best for you. Like today, Instagram is such a big deal for me in terms of such a big task actually for me, that I'm someone who would probably not want to click pictures. You know, if I'm going out, I just want to chill and talk with people, and then probably you know, not like the phone ones, but because it's a thing now, and for actors it's very important because that's become your profile. People come and see you on Insta. It's just become a part of, I get brands because of Instagram. So that's become a part of your profession. So now what to do? So I thought that okay, so what I can do is that if I'm not a part of it, then if I have to be on Instagram, I'll probably come out with more intelligent content, or probably something which I will think over and then put it. So I think when you're somewhere in the middle, it just gives you that power to sort of swing in either direction, and then just come up with something which has advantages of both ends. And so from calling it something like being stuck in the middle, I started calling it the power of being in the middle, and it really worked for me. um, it's like this invisible thread that's, you know, uh, passing through everything, and it's providing you that balance. So it's the only thing that you need to do is separate yourself from the fact that you're stuck, and then see it as a third person, uh, and evaluate both the ends, and then obviously come up with a better conclusion. So this is how I would like to conclude it, that don't think that you're stuck in the middle. It's um, it's it's a it's a it's a power, and if you can really work on it, then it's going to change the way you will handle your situations. So today, I'll tell you very again a very example. I know I've concluded, but I've just come up with this because it just came in my mind. In my relationships also, because okay, so I'm a very emotional person, but I really enjoy and like and appreciate practicalities of life. And probably I would also fall for a person who's practical in life. But now what happens? When the relationship kicks in, then my personality trait of being emotional kicks in, and I'm like always available. I'm extra careful, extra caring, extra loving, and everything. And when the relationship goes on for a little while, then I'm somebody whose practicality trait kicks in. And then I'm like, okay, things are there. I would have problems with this or that. No, all those practical issues will come, and then I will obviously I would lose my relationships. So I sat back and I thought that what's the problem? So now what I need to do is that if I am that person who's emotional and who's also practical, then I need to just find that balance and put those things, both my traits, from the beginning, so that there's a balance in the relationship and the other person doesn't feel, oh, it's a new person I'm meeting after 2 years. So Yeah. So consider it as your power and not the fact that you're stuck. That's how I would like to conclude.